The protests in LA and the morons defending it have me more fired up than I've been in a long time. First of all, this whole remember your oath, remember your oath. Yeah, pussy, I remember my oath. And it was to defend America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And if your reaction to law enforcement enforcing the law is to wave your foreign flag while you burn shit down, block roads, attack federal agents, attack the police, you are an enemy of the United States. Whether you are foreign and you came here illegally, or you were born here and you're a domestic enemy of the United States. I promise you, regardless of which one you are, we are on that ass. If your response to law enforcement enforcing the law is to further break the law. And I can't even describe to you, the men that they're going to send, the Marines, joined in like the late teens, early 20s with hopes and dreams of getting war in the Middle East. And then the war ended. And now you're bringing it to their front door. I cannot describe to you the type of foaming from the mouth that these men are doing to go to LA. And there won't be a shred of moral conviction about it either. You asked for it, you got the police. You asked for it again, you got the National Guard. You asked for it a third time, and now daddy's about to be on his way to clean shit up because you're so stupid. And I promise you that there's not anything that you can do against the world's finest large-scale fighting force off the leash.
I don't know who need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people be talking shit about America. Hey, if you don't like America, go to another country, bitch. I love this country. I'll protect this bitch.
Hey, what's up, America? Wonderful news out of the Los Angeles protests. So, guess who's coming to dinner at the LA protests? Someone so awesome you never thought possible. Well, actually, a group of people so awesome you never thought possible. There are boots on the ground right now in LA. Can you guess who it is? Well, bitch, it's the United States Marine Corps. That's right. That's who's been deployed in Los Angeles. So, Hugh, the United States Marine Corps is on the ground. Yes, Hugh, indeed. So, 700 of America's finest are now on the ground, gonna be performing anti-insurrection duty in the city of Los Angeles. Now, as of right now, the Marine Corps is not allowed to arrest anybody because of the Posse Comitatus Act. However, if this begins to spread, and I get news that it already is, they're going to be able to have Insurrection Act powers. And that means rounding up liberals using the United States Marine Corps and sending them to a federal prison with shitty foods and government cheese. So you thought the National Guard was bad and some kind of big problem. Well, now you got the Marine Corps on the ground right now in Los Angeles. And let me tell you something, bitch. If you come up against the Marine Corps, you already lost. Yes, sir, you already lost indeed. That's exactly what happens. Even if you came with 250,000 men, you already lost. Sorry, game over. So you might want to stop your little what have you there and go back to normal life because it's starting to turn stupid for you.
They have Marines from 2-7 on standby to deploy to LA to help with the riots. All I got to say is, I don't know, man. It might be time to pack it up because 2-7 out of 29 Palms is probably the angriest unit in the Marine Corps. They are stuck in the middle of the desert with nothing to do. And especially now that it's peacetime, you know they're just getting messed with constantly. They are basically like a pit bull stuck in a cage just getting poked and poked. I've been to 29 Palms a couple of times. And it's good training, good combat training, but that's not a place that you would want to be stationed at. And everyone feels bad for them. So you know they're looking for any chance to get out of there and to go hurt someone. If the Marine Corps takes the chains off those boys, I'd say just stay out of the way. I wouldn't want to be on the other side of that. But shout out to my boys in 2-7. You know, if it happens, stay safe and good luck.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your man Wise. We got to talk about it, man. LA, they have messed around and they found out. Or some of you guys, y'all youngins, y'all like to use FAFO. Hey, they sent 700 Marines out there, man. They sent 700 Marines out there. These guys are different, man. They're different. Like, share, subscribe.
Military is set to deploy about 700 Marines to the LA area in response to the protests over ICE raids. Let's bring in CBS News national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata, and he has details from the Pentagon.
A U.S. defense official tells CBS News a number of Marines will deploy to the Los Angeles area in the coming days, maybe as early as tomorrow. A statement we received moments ago from U.S. Northern Command reads, in part, approximately 700 Marines will seamlessly integrate with the Title X forces who are protecting federal personnel and federal property in the greater Lawrence area. That's a reference to roughly 1,000 National Guard troops who've already been deployed to 3 parts of Los Angeles. The activation is intended to augment those forces and provide continuous coverage of the area in support of the lead federal agency. So the Marines will be deployed from 29 Palms in California. They're roughly there to augment 2,000 National Guards activated, again, around 1,000 already deployed. At the moment, their mission is to provide defense and protection of federal buildings. They are armed, but that is for self-defense, according to the National Guardsmen. U.S. law prohibits active duty members like National Guards and certainly the Marines from engaging in law enforcement. As we know, California Governor Gavin Newsom has opposed the deployment of active duty troops, saying it's just going to escalate tensions in what started as peaceful demonstrations, then turned into violent protests, and maybe worse, now threatening to widen and increase in its intensity. So this will be the first time since the 1960s that active troops were deployed without the permission of the state governor. And while it's not clear where those Marines will be deployed or when, as I said, could be as early as tomorrow, it will be the first time since 1992, the Los Angeles riots in 1992. And when that happened, that was when the Insurrection Act was invoked. That gives the president more authority over the deployment of active duty service members. And when he was asked whether he intended to invoke the Insurrection Act, President Trump said that depends on whether or not there is an insurrection.
Hey, man, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about the Marine Corps pulling up? Those guys down at 2-7, man, I served with some Marines when I was in, we were basically the taxis for the Marines. That's pretty much what we did when I was in the military, when I was in the Navy. That was my job. These guys, man, they're on another level, man. They are a different, they're a different animal in itself. They're probably 5 to 10 steps ahead of your National Guards. These guys don't play, man. And they're in peacetime, they're in training, they're out there in the desert. Yeah, they're itching for some action. If you overheard some of the conversations that I had, standing in the chow line, you just overhearing some of the conversations that these guys have, yeah, they're something different. They're something different. Hopefully this thing doesn't go off the rails where they're actually really, really needed to go into action. Lord knows that is not something that we want to see. But I do want to say this, man, let's make sure that we keep, our law enforcement agencies, our law enforcement officers in prayer. Let's make sure we keep our National Guard in prayer. Let's make sure that we keep our Marine Corps lifted up in prayer as well, as this, just ridiculousness showcases and continues to, just grow, not only in LA, but across the country. Word on the street is that there are going to be a multitude of ICE protests happening, not just in LA, but in other cities across the country. It's already starting to happen in New York. It's already happening in Atlanta. It's already happening in Dallas. This looks like it's going to spread across the country. And the fact that these people are fighting to keep illegal immigrants over here, and some of the worst offenders at that, a lot of bad actors that they're fighting to keep over here. I just have a huge problem with that. But I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are y'all 100% in lockstep with President Trump deploying the Marine Corps in to help and be assistance, to be an additional assistant, to be backup to the National Guard and to law enforcement out there? Are you guys okay with it? Do you think he should go a different direction? Do you think he should go ahead and implement the Insurrection Act so he just has full control, over what's going on over there? What are your thoughts on this? Like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Join us Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for ARP in the morning. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.
Vibes so raw, can't hide the truth. Words so sharp, they